to another episode of Your Success at Last DNA, coming to you from yoursuccessatlast.com. Yep, Your Success at Last DNA, that motivational oomph you need every single day. Those core motivational and inspirational building blocks that are going to help you get what you need to get done. Me? Well, I'm Sergeant Major Motivation. Yeah, Tracy Ace Brinkman here. And it's Mondays. I'm looking out the window here. We got a bit of a rain that came down last night. It was a beautiful weekend here in southern Wisconsin. I'm looking out. The birds are chirping. The sun is trying to strain through the overcast, and it's Monday. How's your Monday going? Oh, not so hot. Well, let's try and cheer that up. I'm going to try and just electrify you with some of my energy. And sometimes that's all it really takes. I mean, if you can get up and put a smile on your face, someone else will see that smile and you will infect them. And that's the way you want to be infectious, as opposed to maybe how some of us were over the winter months, right? All right, let's start with our Monday morning question. How do you feel? Yeah, how do you feel, right? Got that cup of coffee in you, feeling kind of good, yeah? Energy's starting to flow, or got that cup of coffee in you and you're like, man, do you have your cup of coffee? What? You don't even want to get out of bed to get your cup of coffee? Come on, get up, throw the covers back, put your feet down, stand up, take a step, and repeat. You know, that's really what life is all about. Standing up, get your butt up off the couch sometimes, take a step, take that first step towards whatever it is you want or need to do, and then repeat. That's it. Stand up, take a step, repeat. And then the other part of the question we know on Mondays is, how do you want to feel? And it really takes the answer to both of these to kind of change your world to what it is you want your world to be. Knowing your current state, how you feel, and how you want to feel, so you can start standing up, taking that step, and repeating those steps towards how you want to feel. I mean, are you feeling happy? Yeah, a little charged? Are you feeling stressed? Perhaps stressed at home? Perhaps stressed at work? Perhaps you're stressed at work because your personal relationship is struggling. And that's what we're going to talk about today. You see, when your personal relationships are struggling, the stress can negatively affect every single other area of your life. Every single one. It just kind of crosses all boundaries. So I thought I would share what I think are 3 great tips for mending your relationship. You know, that special relationship that you have in your life that really matters most. That could be a relationship with your spouse. That could be a relationship with some significant other in your life. It could be with your kids, right? I'm lucky enough to have a very special relationship. And let me tell you, we've had tough times. We've had times where it's like, oh my God, I did that. I'm so sorry, right? And so out of that, I want to share with you these tips. First and foremost, let's acknowledge that an issue exists. And I know this sounds like common sense, but so many times, one partner or other will refuse to admit there's even a problem. And how are you ever going to resolve something? You press your face against the glass on something you can't see, doesn't mean the glass isn't there. You still can't through. You got to break through. See, to move towards resolution, it is imperative for both parties to acknowledge that there is a specific conflict that needs to be resolved, an issue that you need to work through, okay? And that leads straight into number 2, which is communicate despite the conflict. And this is a challenging one for lots of people. Many people mistakenly think happy couples do not experience conflict in their relationships. Yep, that they just go merrily along, up-de-da, life is grand, holding hands, splashing in the rain and enjoying the sunshine of life. BS. BS, I said it, right? BS. All couples experience conflict, big and small. The key is how conflict is handled determines the height of their happiness and the longevity of their relationship. So, communication is an essential relationship tool that holds the key to healthy conflict resolution. in your personal relationships, heck, even in your business relationships. And here's the thing, so many people, they get so focused on their business world that they get great at handling conflict at work, but they get home and they just trash their relationships. You know what? It's the same in both worlds. All right? And number 3, prioritize your relationship over the conflicts within your relationship. Let me say that again. I want you to prioritize your relationship well over and above the conflicts that are going on inside your relationship. You're going to have to make a conscious decision that whatever you and your partner are debating about, are arguing about, are having that conflict about, that is not more important than keeping your relationship together. You, my friend, and I'm speaking to the ubiquitous you, everybody out there. Maybe not you specifically. Maybe you know somebody personally that's going through a conflict, and you can help share this with them. They must decide that their relationship is more important than being right. Gentlemen, did you hear me on that? Huh? Ladies, did you hear me? Okay. See, conflict exists. Let's just say that, right? It's just a fact of life. Conflict exists. You're gonna argue. You're gonna disagree. You're gonna have to debate on things. However, it's not necessarily a bad thing. As long as the issue is resolved amenably and effectively, it can lead to personal and, even professional growth. Yeah. In most cases, effective conflict resolution, right, being able to work through those issues can make the difference between a positive outcome and a negative one. And even the difference between staying together and loving one another so deeply to perhaps the more extreme resolution of not staying together, or even worse than that, okay, staying together and being unhappy. Ooh, man, trust me, that's no fun. The good news is, when it comes to conflict resolution, big or small, when you can, resolving conflict successfully, you can not only solve any of the problems that have been brought up, but you're going to get lots of benefits you probably don't even realize you're getting. And here are 3 of them, and before I let you go. 1 is you're going to get an increased understanding. Yeah. The very discussion and communication necessary to resolving conflict expands our awareness, right? And your partner's awareness of the situation. Just the ability to talk about it just grows your knowledge, giving everyone an involved insight on how they can achieve their goals, right? Because usually that's where the conflict happens. Your goals and someone else's goals or needs are bumping heads. And that communication gives you a deeper understanding and awareness of that. And giving everyone involved that insight can help them understand how they can get their needs met and achieve their goals without undermining or without undervaluing the other people around them. Okay? Number 2 is you strengthen the bond. See, when conflict is resolved, partners can develop a stronger, deeper bond, a deeper love, and mutual respect, and even a renewed faith in their union. That's a huge benefit. And lastly, and I'll leave this one for last on purpose, not because it's the most important, but more because it's completely internal. See, what you're going to get out of conflict resolution, good conflict resolution, is self-knowledge. Conflict pushes people to look at themselves and their goals and their issues closer and in more detail than ever before, helping them understand what things are most important to them, sharpening their focus, and enhancing their effectiveness, my tongue tripped over my eye teeth, enhancing their effectiveness as a friend, as a lover, as a spouse, and even as a teammate. Okay, so conflict exists. Recognize it. Talk through it. Conflict at home can be incredibly destructive to the rest of your world, as I mentioned earlier. So manage incorrectly real and legitimate differences between people. I don't care if these people have been married 20 years, just met yesterday, or celebrating a 1-year anniversary like I'm doing this weekend, right? managed incorrectly, real and legitimate differences between people can spiral out of control, resulting in situations where cooperation completely breaks down and the relationship is honestly at risk for the worst of outcomes. So, to help you do this, right, listen to, take into consideration some of the tips above and some of the results you'll get out of that. But in essence, stay calm. When things get out of hand, stay calm in situations, right? It's going to happen. Stay calm. This helps you to maintain a positive approach. Keep the discussion courteous and non-confrontational. Try and focus on the issue and the issues, there may be issues, and not the individuals, right? That's going to make a huge bit of difference, all right? So, little tips there for you to go there. So, I've been talking about it, and it's there. Go to yoursuccessatlast.com and get the 7-day e-coach. Yeah, this is a new one. Make sure you reach your peak potential. The 7-day e-coach is your guide to reaching that peak potential, right? All you need really with this is, a little elbow grease, right? And 7 days to get started to the results in your life that you want, dream, desire, and deserve. So go to yoursuccessatlast.com, click on that banner, you can't miss it. Drop in your email and start what may be the most important week of your life. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, I'm going to leave you as I always do. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot to tell you. Tomorrow, no small roles. I don't care what role you play in life. You think you're insignificant. I'm going to share a little bit of light on you about there are no small roles. So, leaving you like I always do this time. Think successfully. Take action. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.